Okay, welcome back to part two. Well, not welcome back, but welcome to part two of this Reamaze platform demo. In this video, we're going to talk about Reamaze Chat, which is one of our most popular features. There's a lot to go through because Reamaze Chat can do so much, but bear with me. We'll try to get through this in about 20 minutes. It's probably going to end up being the same length as the first video, so we'll go ahead and get started. So Reamaze Chat is one of the most unique product offerings in the live chat kind of marketplace. If you're just looking for a very simple live chat system, there might be other solutions out there that can serve those needs. But Reamaze Chat is designed again for e-commerce. And it being designed for e-commerce, we had thought about some core features that are really important. Right, so let's go ahead and just move over to a demo website here. This is powered by Shopify, but Reamaze Chat will work the same way for BigCommerce. And I'm just going to quickly clear my website data here, just clear everything out, and we'll start fresh here. Okay, so when you first install Reamaze Chat on your storefront, something will be added automatically. The chat widget will be added automatically. There's a welcome message, which you can disable or enable. Obviously, everything is customizable. Okay. So this thing here that just popped up, this is called a queue. Okay. So these are automated messages that you can create inside Reamaze at no additional cost. It comes included with every single paid Reamaze plan. The idea for Reamaze queues is to give you the ability to message customers automatically at scale. Okay, a lot of our merchants use this to invite customers to chat with them. They use it for website abandonment. They use it to announce holiday events, special sales, maybe sales just to their VIP customers or repeat customers, right? You can also use it to educate customers. If you have a piece of really good content that you want to share with a customer, you can certainly do all of that with Reamaze queues. This one came up because I was on this homepage for more than 15 seconds. That's one of the rules that you can establish. If I try to, let's say, abandon the website or click back, there's another one that can trigger because I've moved my mouse to the back button or the close button on the browser. So these two automated messages are known as queues, and you can create them alongside Reamaze Chat. Now, if we close up all of these queues, okay, and look at the chat widget itself, again, the colors can be customized. Okay, you can change the positioning, you can change all of the customer-facing text. You can change all of the staff logos, okay, as well as the trigger icon that you saw earlier. If you want to upload something that's unique to your brand or pick from another generic list that we have, you can do all of that within the Reamaze settings menu. If you add your office hours in your Reamaze account, we can display that to customers. So if you're in office, we'll display the average response time during that time frame of the day. Okay, so this one says, we usually reply in a few minutes at this time of day. If your response times are actually in the hours, this will change automatically. It'll say we usually get back to you in a few hours at this time of day. If you're out of office, Reamaze will simply tell customers that, we're away until 9 a.m. on Friday or Monday, right? So this changes dynamically, so you don't have to worry about that. If you have your social media channels connected to Reamaze, like I showed in the shared inbox part of the demo, you can choose to display some of your social media icons. This is really important for e-commerce merchants because a lot of the business that you generate, a lot of the attention that you generate are through social media channels. And you want to show customers that you have a social media presence. So you can show your Messenger icon, you can show your Facebook page, your Twitter account, your Instagram account. Okay. Another thing that you can do with Reamaze Chat is if you use Reamaze FAQ, which is another core feature of ours that's down here. If you use Reamaze FAQ, you can actually show the FAQ content directly inside Reamaze Chat. You can even load the chat widget in what we call self-service mode. So rather than seeing that little home screen earlier when customers click on the chat widget, they'll see the FAQ first, or your FAQ first, and they can try to help themselves before they message you. And if they really do want to message you, they can just click, contact us. Okay. When you have the FAQ enabled, and if you go through, the setup process for Reamaze Chat, you can also turn on Help Center search. So they can just search for like keywords, like they're interested in shipping. Reamaze will automatically generate a list of shipping related articles. Okay. Another thing that we have, especially for e-commerce businesses, for Shopify, BigCommerce, or WooCommerce, you can enable what's called an order status checker. This reduces the amount of customer service volume related to, where's my order, right? Everyone gets that, right? You just get a ton of emails or messages about, hey, has my order shipped yet? Has my, what's the status of my order? Has it, where is it processed yet, right? So you get a lot of questions like that. If you turn on order status check, they can just click on this, type in their order number, provide their email address, click search, and Reamaze will automatically tell them their order status. Right? So this will reduce some of the workload that your customer service team will have to face on a day-to-day basis. And if the customer is logged into their store account on your store, we'll show them their past conversations because they're authenticated already. Okay. The other thing that you can display inside Reamaze Chat is the status page. We'll cover status page in more detail in another video, but the status page essentially allows you to alert customers when you're having an issue somewhere. E-commerce businesses, whether you're a DNDB or you're a dropshipper, or it doesn't matter what you are, everyone will experience problems and issues at some point in time, right? Either delays in shipping because FedEx is impacted by a winter storm, or your third-party fulfillment center is having issues, right? You want to let customers know that. There are many advantages to why you want to let customers know that. One is that it builds trust because it tells customers that you're very transparent as a business. The other thing is it reduces customer service volume, especially if it's something that you're aware about and you're already working to fix. You want to let people know that so they don't message you about that particular incident, right? So when you do use Reamaze status page, this will actually show up in Reamaze Chat as long as you have something published as an incident. So if they click view status, Reamaze will tell customers, we're aware, there's a winter storm, there's a software bug somewhere, and there's a scheduled maintenance. Okay, so you can actually let customers know. You can provide real-time updates. So when customers click view, all updates, they can see exactly how this is going. It's going through investigation. It's resolved. You guys are monitoring everything. So this is a great way to build trust and to reduce kind of latent customer support inquiries. Okay. Now, if customers choose to contact you, they can click Contact Us. And again, the status page will be displayed up here. So in case they're writing in about, in case they missed the first notification, when they do start a new message, we'll try to alert them again saying, hey, we're aware of these issues. So if you're writing to us about these issues, you probably don't have to because we already know about them. Okay. Now, I do want to show you something else. So we do have chatbots available. And Reamaze offers two types of chatbots. The first type of chatbot are known as pre-built turnkey chatbots, and they serve very specific functions. There's no coding required, there's no programming, there's no setup. You just, it's a toggle, you turn it on and it's on, you turn it off and it's off. Okay. The first one I want to show you is the order bot. So the order bot detects questions that are related to orders. Okay. So let's use an example like, where is my order? Okay. A very typical question. Contact modes. Let's quickly talk about this before we move forward. So you have several different contact modes. You can require customers to provide their name and email all the time. And that's actually what we recommend because you do want to know who you're talking to. The other benefit is when you have their name and email, we can actually retrieve a lot of order data from Shopify and other third-party apps. Okay. The good thing is though, even if you require name and email, As long as the customer is logged into the storefront, we don't require it. Okay, so Shopify and BigCommerce and WooCommerce will tell us, who that customer is, so we can authenticate them automatically. So it's really beneficial to just, have it set to require name and email at all times, but you have other options when you're customizing the chat widget experience. So let's say this customer is Nancy, and we'll use Nancy's email. And this question is about customer support. This is known as a custom field. You can set these up inside Reamaze, and you can create workflow automation based on the selections here. So if someone selects, returns, you can automatically route that to the returns department or the agent that's responsible for handling all returns. Okay, so that's really useful as well. So let's go ahead and hit send. As soon as we click send, the order bot is going to reply. It's going to say, hey, are you looking for your order status? You can change the copy and the verbiage here inside your Reamaze account, by the way. Okay, you can change all the text here as well. So if I click, yes, I am looking for my order status, because I just provided the chatbot my name and email, Reamaze will automatically give me my order status. Right. And if I want to check another order, I can just click no, and it'll continue to ask me questions like, hey, maybe you used another email address. What's that email address? Do you have another order number, right? So you can go through the entire process, and Reamaze will automatically just generate data and answers for the customer without it ever reaching your inbox. If they do ultimately want to escalate, they can just click talk to a human. Okay. The other chatbot that we have, another pre-built chatbot, is the FAQ bot. So the FAQ bot is extremely powerful, and we recommend that if you use Reamaze FAQ for managing your knowledge base and your articles, it's best to use the FAQ bot with Reamaze Chat. The main reason is because we can leverage a lot of the content that you've already created and just help customers, right? So let's try another question, like, what is your international shipping policy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click send here. I'll click send again. Okay, so instead of the order bot responding, it'll be the FAQ bot, because this is not an order related question, but it is a question that the FAQ bot has determined to be available in your FAQ content. So it's going to say, hey, I found some articles that are related to your question. Do any of these help? Customers can click on any one of these articles, they can read it, and if it was helpful, they can click yes, and this will be automatically resolved. It doesn't ever get escalated to your inbox. Okay, and when customers use this, the more they use it, the more intelligent it becomes, because it is machine learning based. It's also NLU based, so natural language understanding. So customers can ask this in many different ways, and the more customers vote whether or not an answer was helpful, the more intelligent and accurate it becomes. So we recommend using these turnkey chatbots as soon as you launch, Reamaze Chat and Reamaze FAQ. Okay. The other type of chatbot that we have, I'll need to clear my my browser again, so sorry for that. So I'm going to click clear, and let's refresh. Okay, and the other type of chatbot that we provide are custom chatbots, and these are chatbots that you can design and control entirely. They're designed to help you help customer answer questions. You can guide customers. Okay, you can sell them on something. You can ask them to schedule a demo. It can be anything that you want. The beginning of these chatbots will start with a queue, and we're going to be adding more entry points. So maybe it's an email, right? Maybe it's just a regular chat conversation. Whatever that may be, can become the trigger for these custom chatbots that you build inside Reamaze. So here's an example. So this is the queue that we saw earlier, right? There's a button to leave a review, there's a button to chat now, and there's a button that says tell me more. So if I click tell me more, sorry, I have to provide my name and email again because I just cleared my browser. Okay, so as soon as I click tell me more, Reamaze, the custom chatbot that you just created, will ask, hey, thanks for wanting to learn more. Pick from one of the options below. And let's say I'm interested in new collections. So I'm going to click, yeah, I'm interested in seeing some new collections that you have. The chatbot will then ask, what type of outerwear are you interested in? I can, jackets, pants, outdoor equipment. I'll just pick something random. We'll do outdoor equipment. the chatbot will say, hey, we have a wide range of hiking, climbing, and camping gear. Which one do you want to look at? So let's say, yeah, I want to look at camping equipment. You're looking for new or used camping equipment. Yeah, new equipment, because that was the only choice. And ultimately, the chatbot will say, awesome, hey, check out some of our new camping equipment here. And this can be the final call to action. And if they're interested in talking to you more, they can just click talk to a human, and this will get escalated to your inbox. Okay, so Reamaze chatbots are super powerful. They're designed to be very flexible, right? And we never want our merchants to create chatbots that are essentially trying to pretend to be human, right? That usually doesn't end very well. Customers either get really frustrated, or you're like, yeah, you're not a real human. You stop trying to pretend to be one. So Reamaze chatbots are designed in a way so that the turnkey pre-built chatbots all serve very specific functions, and the custom chatbots allow you to control the level and degree in which the chatbot can offer support and guidance. Okay, let's take a quick look at how you build out everything. So in your settings menu, under website integration, the first part is Embeddables. This is where you get to customize the look and feel of your chat widget in terms of brand colors and all that stuff. So if I click edit here, I can actually change the basic configuration. I can change the custom faces, whether that's using our recently active staff members or custom faces that you can upload. Okay, you can change the positioning. You can change the colors. So let's change this over to like an orange. I'm really bad at picking colors, by the way. Hopefully that looks okay. I can change the icon. So let's change it maybe just to a regular question mark. You can change the icon size, and you can change the welcome prompt. Okay, if you don't like this notification style, you can maybe change it to like a slide-in bubble. So instead of this being on top, after a while it'll pop up on the right-hand side here. So you can choose between several different options. If you click next, you can change the contact mode, like I mentioned earlier, and you can add your custom fields here. Okay, we have text fields, drop-down fields, checkboxes, hidden fields, and also headings. So you can play around with that when you have a chance to. Click on next, and then you can customize whether or not you want to turn on FAQ search, which is this little feature here, so you can disable that. All right. You can also enable or disable order status check. So let's say I want to disable that. Right. Actually, I do want to enable them. I just wanted to show you for effect. But let's go ahead and click save. Now, if you're on Shopify or BigCommerce or WooCommerce, we make publishing updates very easy. Okay. All you need to do is click publish, and this will go live on your site. So there's no coding required. If you don't use any of the supported platforms, Reamaze will still work. You can just install Google Tag Manager, and we integrate natively with Google Tag Manager. You can just click publish. This will update into your Google Tag Manager container, and it'll update on your website. If you don't use Google Tag Manager, you can always manually install the chat widget. Okay, you can email this to your developer so they can install it for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and publish these changes to our Shopify store. Go ahead and click publish, give it a few seconds, and Reamaze will give you a confirmation whether that update made it to the site, and you can click done. And if we move back over here, let's go back to the home page. Let's click close, let's hit refresh. Okay, and then everything should update to that nice orange. You can take a look at all the fancy stuff that you've just updated. Okay, so that's the chat widget customizer. Queues is where you get to build those automated messages, right? Whether it's site abandonment or cross sells or upsells or specific targeted messages. Again, this is included with all paid Reamaze accounts. There's no extra fee. You can have as many campaigns as you want, or you can have as many concurrently running as you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a new queue. You can associate it to a specific store. Well, this is Daffy Demo, so we'll choose that. Let's say this is VIP sale for Facebook users. Kind of just a very general example. So let's say let's say thanks for visiting us again from Facebook. Get 10% off as a valued customer. Okay, so we'll do that. If you have a time limit for this sale, you can set a time limit. Okay, you can have it come from the entire team or from a specific staff member, which might come off as a little bit more friendly. And you can add call to action buttons. You can map these buttons, let's say, see collections. You can do, write a review. I don't know. And then we'll do maybe learn more. Okay. This is really important because buttons, call to action buttons, allow customers to take action, right? So you can map these to URLs, okay? You can also map buttons to quick responses. And these quick responses work hand in hand with those custom chatbots that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so those are the buttons. And the most important part in queues is rules. So this is where you get to define which cohorts of your customer base will get to see this. Right? And customers will need to satisfy all of the rules that you input here. So for this example, because we're targeting Facebook people and it's VIP only, there are certain rules we definitely want to use. So we'll have to say, okay, if they're referring URL, that means they came to our website from, let's say, facebook.com, okay, and they're on our site for greater than 30 seconds, okay, and they have to be a Shopify customer that has a total spend greater than, I don't know, $500, okay, and they must have placed at least 2 orders with us in the past. So you have all 4 of these rules, and customers will have to satisfy all 4 of these rules in order to see this automated message. So now you're kind of beginning to see, you're thinking about all the things that you can do with this. Again, it's cross-selling, upselling, promoting products, promoting, events, sales, education. The list is really endless, and we encourage you to experiment with which queues work best and which queues can convert customers in the most efficient way. If you want analytics on these queues and how they're performing, we do integrate with Google Analytics. And if your site is already running Google Analytics, we already passed this data over to Google Analytics. So all you need to go there, click on the Reamaze property, look at all the queues data, and you can see how many clicks you're getting, whether or not they're leading to conversion goals, right? So all of that is built into Reamaze queues. Okay. Quickly talking about chatbots. Okay. So chatbots, again, there are some turnkey solutions, pre-built bots. So let's look at the Daffy Demo brand and all the bots that we have available. So here's the order bot, the FAQ bot, and the hello bot, which we didn't really cover, but this is a very simple bot. It detects very short messages without any context, like, hi, or are you there, or hello, right? It's not very helpful, but in prior to using a platform like Reamaze, your customer service agents would still have to reply to them, right? And that takes time. So the hello bot will try to qualify these messages a little bit better, so they're providing more information. They're asking questions in a way that's more constructive, right? So you have all 3 of these bots that you can turn on, and you can drag and drop the priority. So do you want the FAQ bot to take precedence, or do you want the order bot to take precedence? I prefer having the order bot first, and then the FAQ bot, and then the hello bot last, because I do want these pre-built chatbots to answer order-related questions first. Okay, and then you have custom bots. This is labeled beta right now. We are still doing a lot of testing. We're trying to add more features, but maybe by the time you're watching this video, this is already out of beta, and you already have a lot more tools to play with. But in this specific account, you can create new custom bots, right? I just want to take a quick look to see if we have one that's pre-built. Do we have one here? Take a look. No. Okay. So let's look at Daffy Demo again. And there's one here. So here's a sales bot. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at this one. So this one says it triggers from the queue, leave a review, which is the one that you saw earlier on the demo website. So if we click edit here, this is basically the bot builder. Okay, so you can design the steps and the questions that customers will need to go through and have the experience that you want them to have. So if you click on a node, this is called a node. You can call it a step as well. So if I click on leave a review step, first it says, hey, welcome back. How do you like your leave a review? So they select a button that says maybe learn more. And then they move to this node here. And it says, okay, thanks for wanting to learn more. Pick from one of the options below. And these are all quick responses. So whether that's new collections or sales events. And if they click on new collections, it'll go to what type of outerwear are you interested in, right? So that means if I click on the new collections, it'll then take me to this node, right? And then this node or this step will ask, what type of outerwear are you interested in? And there are 3 options here: outdoor equipment, pants, and jackets. Okay, so if I click on jackets, it'll take me here. If I click on pants, it'll take me here. And if I click on outerwear or outdoor equipment, was it? I don't remember. What was it? Outdoor equipment. It'll take me down this tree here, okay, this path. And now that I've arrived here, this step will then ask, we have a wide range of hiking, climbing, and camping gear. What are you interested in? And then 3 more options are offered: camping equipment, climbing equipment, or hiking. So if I click camping, it'll take me down here, which it'll ask, are you looking for new or used camping equipment? And if I select new, it'll ultimately take me here. Okay, so you can use custom bots to build the exact experience that you want. You can use it to qualify leads. You can use it to ask people to schedule demos, or do they prefer a phone call? You can use it just like I did here to guide people through your inventory, through all of your collections, and make sure they find the products that they're most interested in. So combining, pre-built bots as well as custom chatbots, you're really going to kind of up the game for your website customer engagement, customer service, as well as sales optimization. Okay. The other thing I want to show you, since we're talking about chat and we're talking about automation in some ways, I do want to show you workflows. So workflows is a very powerful tool. This will allow you to build automation either within, so internal workflows within your business, or you can use workflows to even reply to customers automatically and do certain actions automatically. So let's go ahead and create a new workflow. Okay. So give it a name, give it a description. Okay. Set it to automated or manual. And you can run the workflow as any of your staff members or just a system user. It doesn't matter. And you can define exactly what happens, right? So remember in the earlier example where we needed to select a custom field, like, is this about customer support? Is this about shipping? Is this about returns? We can completely automate what happens when someone selects one of those options. So let's say, okay, if a new customer message arrives, and let's say the message channel is through Daffy support, okay, and it's coming in as a chat, and if the customer's conversation custom form field selection, where the field name is, what is this inquiry about? And the selected value was, let's say, returns. I think that was the example I used earlier, right? And if this is a, let's say, Shopify customer with a total order count that is greater than 10, then meaning a very important customer asking you about returns through Reamaze chat, then you can automatically, let's say, assign this conversation over to the support team. You can tag this conversation with important, and you can also leave an internal note maybe. And if you really wanted to be adventurous, you can actually reply to the customer saying, thanks for being a valued customer. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, and stuff like that. So Reamaze will allow you to build out a lot of this automation, whether it's internal or external facing, but it's a very powerful tool. Okay. Lastly, actually, you know what? Let's save intents for another video. This one's already long enough. So if you have any questions about Reamaze chat, make sure to contact us, and I'll be right back.